Hello, hi, this is Alexia, your Nekomusume VTuber, and we are back for another special program reaction. This is Genshin Impact version 5.2 already? Holy shit, how time freaking flies. And here we are, like a couple of months ago, just like hyping Notland up, and now we're a couple of versions in again. Holy shit. I'm actually a little bit late, so I'm watching this on YouTube. Yes, I'm late, I know. But yeah, we're watching this off of YouTube. I think it just like finished like a couple minutes ago. I was literally just waiting because I said I was gonna react to it live. And so I went to have dinner. Didn't realize the time. And then the live stream already started and I'm like, nope, I am not gonna be spoiled. So, before I even hop on to any social media tonight, I will be reacting to this one first. It's pretty short though, so I am wondering, are we getting another, I don't know. I know our conquest is gonna be packed with information, that'd be true. But I wonder what's gonna be on the events. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop right in, shall we? Let's freaking go! Alright, hopefully the audio is...
We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natland.
Where are we? Oh my god!
So Oj Khan's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
Oh, hello.
If you want to resolve a conflict,
hi, already?
Sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. At this time and place, I bet the easiest person to find is...
I'm not... Oh, I love
his
those
spirit
colors.
Has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his
Our
body.
boy!
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Oh, you better listen. Oh, that was nice.
500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh?
I worry
What
that we risk repeating
resurfaced?
the mistakes of the Cinder City.
Cinder, what now?
As long as the soul is involved, I
Is
should
that
be
a
able to
new
help.
boss? What?
Be free.
What in the actual... Is that a mimic?
Time to say hello.
Knock him down.
It's either your end or mine.
Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
What in the world? No. Hold on. That was a lot of information right off the bat. What? I have no words. Like, what is that boss? First of all, what the fuck? Also, it seems that we do have a new area, and I don't know what the hell is with the Cinder City or whatever that is. Seems like another, I don't know, Enkanomiya kind of situation, so it seems, because they were like, yeah, something appeared or something like that, and they don't want to, like, you know, repeat the same mistakes, and I'm like, okay, alright, lore, quite freaking immediately, yeah.
Hey travelers,
Well,
welcome
we'll
to
see.
the Genshin Impact
Hello,
version
welcome
5.2
back.
special program. I'm Gabe from the Lope team.
And I'm Kai. We meet again.
Yeah, we meet again.
Whoa, a cuckoo soar. Want to join us?
Hey,
the
don't be shy.
baby.
Come out and say hello.
Aw, oh my god, that is so cute.
I'm not sure what that meant,
That
but it
is
was adorable.
so cute. Aww.
She approves of your compliment.
Hey, I didn't know
Ay,
you
so
could speak
cute.
Saurian.
Oh,
Oh, I
You?
can't. But I can make an educated guess based on her body language.
oh my god, the way it stared at the
Whoa,
screen.
are
That
all
is so
cuckoo
cute.
as friendly as this one?
Adult cuckoosaurs are usually very proud creatures, but there are always exceptions.
Well, since our cuckoosaur friend kicked things off for us, I know just the place to start. The
it just-
flower feather
I
plant.
love how it's like
All right, let's do
waddling
it.
off of the screen.
Cuckoosaurs live among the Flower Feather Clan, which is suspended high above the mountains. This is a tribe of warriors, and most of their people can command the power of the skies.
That is gorgeous.
It was the Flower Feather clan's ancient duty to patrol and safeguard the entire region of Natlan. As elite special forces, their job was to detect threats, disseminate intel, and quickly neutralize any dangers to the nation. Though the circumstances are different now, the tribe never forgot
how
its
did you
origins.
get up there?
They still hold trials to assemble the fastest teams in the tribe.
Oh, that
The
is
trials test the
amazing.
pilot's skill and teamwork with the Cuckoosaurs.
Oh, I'm so pumped
that
about these Cuckoosaurs.
looks cool. I wonder if we can interact with
Cuckoosaurs
it.
are the proudest out of all the Saurians.
Proudest.
They know that they're the kings of the sky.
I
Cuckoosaurs
bet.
can consume phlogiston to climb higher or perform a horizontal roll in midair. Holding the sprint button allows them to enter an accelerated
F2P.
glide state after a horizontal roll.
What do you call that?
In addition,
F2P
they can even use
wanderer
phlogiston
coming
wind
through.
tunnels to quickly cover great distances.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Cuckoosaurs are really hard to tame.
Yeah, that's true. You need to prove yourself in
Understandable,
some
'cause they are
worthwhile
proud
feat,
creatures.
like demonstrating exceptional archery skill during flight. That's the only way to
Damn.
become a true Cuckoosaur rider.
Wow,
Damn,
that's so
holy.
strict.
For real.
Yeah, tell me about it. But okay, now that we've got a glimpse of the Flower Feather
Quiz.
clan,
I'm not
it's
ready
time
for
a
this one,
quiz.
Chief. What?
What? Already?
Right. Huh?
Yep. I hope you're prepared.
Um.
Every tribe in that land has a unique way of communicating with their Saurian companions. The members of the Flower Feather clan use a special item to summon their Cuckoosaurs. What is that item?
Girl, how am I supposed to know?
A basket filled with their favorite foods?
Oh,
Here's
well.
a hint. We just saw the answer in the previous video.
Bitch, what?
Oh, I remember now. Horn.
Ding ding ding!
Oh.
Cuckoosaurs live far from the tribe and from each other. So in order
Oh.
to summon them, the tribe's people use whistles and horns to produce loud noises.
I wonder
So
if we
there's
do
your
that, too.
overview of Cuckoosaurs. Maybe they sound a little unapproachable compared to other Saurians, but don't worry, travelers. If you get into a tough situation, then Chaska, the Flower Feather clan's expert peacemaker, can help mediate the conflict.
Knitch mentioned that her method of mediation is silencing both parties. Is that true?
What do you
Well,
mean?
that's only in special cases.
Special
Most of the
cases.
time, Chaska barely needs to intervene. Everyone knows what she's capable of, so people usually find a way to set aside their differences when she shows up.
Oh, so she doesn't just handle conflicts between humans and Saurians.
wanna be able to
She
see it
keeps the
anyway.
peace between people, too.
Exactly. Chaska was corrupted by abyssal power as a child, so she has a strong compulsion to fight, but she knows how to rein it in.
Right. I heard that she was abandoned as a baby.
Yeah,
It seems like
true.
she's been through a lot.
Yeah, but luckily
Wasn't she
for her,
also
the Cuckoosaurs
raised-
took
yeah,
her in and raised her as
yeah.
one of their own. In addition to hunting and flying, Chaska gained a lot of unique combat experience from her Saurian childhood. When
Okay.
Chaska is in your party, defeating monsters will restore phlogiston to your party. While she's in the Night Soul's blessing state, Chaska can ride and control her gun like a Cuckoosaur. The Soul Sniper doesn't just increase her movement speed and resistance to interruption, it also allows her to get a
What?
better angle on her
What?
enemies.
Wow, that mid-air perspective is so cool.
Yeah,
It
that is
seems so
amazing, though.
liberating.
That is true.
Yeah, and Chaska's
Ooh, the bow
fierce
is
when she's
pretty.
in
What
the zone.
hell?
In the Night Soul's blessing state, Chaska's normal attacks deal animo damage to enemies in front of her. Unleashing a charged
How
attack in
does
this
that
state
even
will cause
work?
Chaska to enter a special aiming mode. This allows her to lock onto a set number of enemies within range and fire up to 6 Shadow Hunt shells, which deal animo damage
Damn,
upon impact.
okay.
In addition, for
This
every
is an
pyro,
interesting tip.
hydro, cryo, or electro character in your party, one of Chaska's Shadow Hunt shells will undergo an elemental conversion
Yeah,
to deal
okay.
the corresponding type of elemental damage.
Whoa, no way. So Chaska
okay.
can directly deal other types of
Yeah,
elemental
other-
damage
Damn,
based on the
okay,
characters
that
in her
is
party.
interesting because we never
Since she's an animal
technically-
character,
we
she
can
can
only
swirl them at the
swirl,
same
yeah.
time. That's awesome.
We can
Yeah,
only
I know,
swirl.
right? Her elemental burst has a
elements,
similar
but we
function
still
too.
deal animal.
Chaska fires
She
a
can
gale-splitting
deal
Soul
whatever
Seeker
it
shell
is,
during her burst, which deals
that she can
animo damage.
absorb,
The attack
technically.
then splits into 6
I'm
Soul
understanding
Seeker
correctly,
shells,
Louis.
which continue to attack nearby
That
enemies.
is
These shells can
Oh.
also undergo elemental conversions.
that
That's
is
so
that
cool.
is cool.
No wonder she's one of the strongest warriors in
Okay,
her tribe.
okay.
Speaking
I
of her
see
tribe,
you.
The
Interesting
warriors from the
kit.
Flower Feather clan are formidable for
Agors,
sure,
Tribal
but we should
Chronicles, very
also shed
nice,
some
very
light on
nice.
those who aren't as skilled.
Oh, are you talking about the wingless? That's what the tribe calls people who fail the flight trials, right?
Aw,
They're the challengers who fail to earn the recognition of a Kukusaur.
Exactly. But the
Aw.
name doesn't indicate that those people are weak or deserve to be
Wingless.
cast aside. The Flower Feather
Yes.
clan has its own definition of strength. There's a
Okay.
tacit understanding that the wingless are supposed to be protected until they can fly by themselves. But that assumption
interesting.
is challenged in Tribal Chronicles Tlalocan. Someone will dare to ask, what if you didn't need a Kukusaur to fly? If you could change the rules, then maybe there wouldn't be any wingless to begin with. Now,
True,
whether
maybe.
that's the right path is for us to discover.
Mhm,
Chaska will
mhm.
also be there to help us find the answer.
Okay,
So,
alright,
be sure to check
interesting.
out Chaska's Tribal Chronicle if you're
Yep.
interested in what happens.
Is there anything else that you can tell us?
Remember how I mentioned that Chaska was raised by Kukusaurs?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
tell us about it.
Her Saurian mother will make an appearance in this quest.
Oh?
Even though she's joined human society, Chaska still goes to visit her
Aw,
Saurian mother
that
on
is
occasion, especially when she needs some
sweet.
help with a tough situation.
Oh, so Chaska still has a
Aw.
soft side, even though she's a fearsome warrior.
That is cute.
Definitely. The Flower
They
Feather
didn't have
Clan
to do
is
that, but it's
also the
really
setting
cute.
for the Archon Quest Chapter 5 interlude.
Yep, here we
All
go.
fires fuel the flame. The tribe is facing a crisis,
Interlude.
and they'll need the traveler's help to find a solution.
What kind of
Interlude?
crisis?
Well, the Flower Feather
So this
clan
is not the
suffered the
last
worst
part?
of the abyssal contamination during the battle in version 5.1. It's not just the human body that can't withstand high concentrations of abyssal power. For
Right.
most people, it also damages the mind. Many members of the Flower Feather clan are suffering from the mental repercussions of the abyss, and the tribe is in desperate need of aid.
Damn,
Eonsan
okay,
will
hold
be there
on.
too.
This
After
NPC
rebuilding her
though?
own tribe, the Collective of Plenty, she's traveling around Natlan
Sorry,
to help those
I
in
got
need.
distracted
The
for a
people
split
of
second.
Natlan really value unity, don't they? No one fights alone.
My
That's
bad,
one of
my
my
bad.
favorite things about Natlan. Oh,
Oh.
wait. It looks like the captain will also be there.
Yes, the captain will also
Sir?
offer help to the tribe. You may pick up on some interesting information if you pay close attention to what he has to say. The captain
Interesting.
rarely gives away too much information in his regular
I
interactions,
was gonna
but
say,
his secrecy
what
here seems
kind
a
of
little
lore?
peculiar. So keep an eye out.
Secrecy.
But of course, restoring Natlan's fighting spirit remains the top priority. After all, the
Interesting.
war isn't over yet.
Y'all
The abyssal
teasing a lot of
contamination
things
is
in
still
here.
around, and we have a very important battle ahead. Natlan needs mental fortitude more than ever before.
True,
The
true.
Flower Feather clan is pretty close to the Masters of the Night Wind, where the
I see.
Ictomosaurs
Okay,
live.
I see here the
That tribe
traveler
could be another good
still
place to
has,
recover from the battle.
Hydro
Oh, yeah.
affinity.
Let's check it out.
So we are definitely not getting
If you
pyro
head west
affinity
from
here
the
yet.
Stadium of the Sacred Flame
I
and
wonder
go
when we're gonna
past the
get it, though.
towering walls, you eventually arrive at the settlement of the mysterious Masters of the Night Wind.
It's
The
so
tribal settlement
pretty.
offers
Oh my
a
god, look at
unique
the
glowing landscape at
colors.
night. If you venture even further,
Ooh.
then you might encounter the tribe's Wath Ictomosaur Elder, or one of the
Elder?
many shamans who can communicate with spirits.
That is so
I
cute.
even
Look
heard
at
that the
oh my
witch
God.
doctors who live there can help cleanse your spirit.
Ooh.
Plus, the graffiti art is really incredible.
Yes!
In fact,
I love
there's
the
something
colors.
special
Oh my
about this
God.
one.
This
Can you
one?
figure it out, travelers?
Oh, looks like a crow.
It's kind of tricky, right? Well, don't worry. The Ictomosaurs can help us out.
Ooh.
Ictomosaurs are known for their wisdom. They can use their unique sight to detect things that can't be seen through normal mains.
Whoa, okay.
Right.
Okay,
Ictomosaurs are
that's
especially
cool.
skilled at detecting ley lines and phlogiston. They can absorb power from phlogiston objects to enhance their
That's
abilities.
cool.
Doing so allows them to jump higher,
All right.
move faster,
Shao-
or even
Shao
obtain
2.0.
surprising rewards. Ictomosaurs can also extract
Sorry,
information
sorry,
from
I had
graffiti
to.
art to create special objects.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
bet that'll come in
interesting.
handy for solving puzzles.
Definitely,
That's
especially in
interesting,
Tribal
okay.
Chronicles Mictlan, which will
I mean,
become available in version
thank fuck,
5.2. The
because,
first
you know,
two acts
we
feature
are,
a lot of intriguing puzzles,
we
so
are
be sure to
definitely
check them
getting,
out,
like,
travelers. Some of them will
more,
require the help of an
ease in,
Ictomosaur, and others can be solved on your own.
exploration
I noticed that
modes. That's
Ictomosaurs can perform fast-paced jumps when they have enough phlogiston, and it looks like so much fun. Do we know anyone who can
It's
use
so
that
cute.
ability? Besides the new Saurian, I mean.
Yes, Auroron can do it too.
The boy!
Like the Tonosaurs, Auroron has the ability to rise into the air. He also has a keen sense of perception. While charging an aimed shot, Auroron will enter the Spirit Speaker state, allowing him to extract power from Natlan's graffiti and runes.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Auroron,
yeah, okay.
I was honestly super surprised by his personality.
True,
Before the
true,
5.1 Archon
true.
quest, I
Me
thought
too,
that he
me
looked like
too.
a stern, stoic, and harsh type of
Literally,
character.
I thought he was
But
gonna
as
be
it
like, you
turns
know,
out, he's
emo
just a
boy
sweet
2.0.
kid.
Yeah,
And yet
it's
he's
kind of unexpected, right?
so
Is he
freaking
really that
soft,
sweet, though?
Like a soft
Just to
boy.
think about all the sneaking around behind his granny's back.
Ah, true.
The tribespeople of
True,
the Masters
true,
of
you're
the
right,
Night
you're
Wind are
right.
known for being
Could be.
eccentric. But Auroron really takes it to the next level.
Yeah, it sounds like he does things his own way. I
Um,
wonder if that extends to his combat abilities.
It
alright,
does.
Let's see how it goes.
Auroron is a
What's
bit
your
different
kit,
from the
my boy?
Natlan characters we've met so far. He doesn't need to depend on the Night Soul's Blessing state to gain Night Soul points, and he can maintain the Night Soul's Blessing state even while he's
Damn.
off-field.
Ah,
okay.
that does sound different from the other Natlan characters.
True, true.
So how do his abilities work?
Let me start by
I'm
explaining
tempted
how
to
Auroron
pull
gains
just
Night
for
Soul points.
him, but
This can happen in multiple ways.
I
For
don't
example,
know.
Auroron can gain Night Soul points when one of his party
I don't
members
know if I
triggers
really
a Night Soul
should. I've been
burst.
pulling
He can also
nonstop
gain
ever
them when
since,
other party members
not
deal
like him,
Hydro
so
or
I'm like,
Electro attacks
I
to
should
enemies
probably save.
after Auroron unleashes his elemental skill.
To be fair, he's a
then
bow
it
character
sounds like
too,
he works
which is
well with
not
Hydro and
really what
Electro
I
characters.
prefer.
Yep. And
Well,
in
right,
combat,
right.
when enemies take damage from electro-charged reactions, or
Okay,
other
so this
party
is
members deal
electro
Night Soul aligned damage, Auroron can consume Night Soul points to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state and trigger the Hypersense effect, dealing electro damage.
Oh,
Ooh,
I see.
okay.
So you need to
he's
pair him with the right
on-field.
characters if you want him to
On-field
gain Night Soul
electro-
points, enter
electro
the Night Soul's
charge.
Blessing state, and trigger the
I'm
effect.
understanding.
Exactly. Though I should mention that Auroron doesn't need to be on the field to trigger the Hypersense effect.
Wait,
Official
he can trigger it
2.0,
even while he's off-field?
basically,
That sounds really
like
useful.
Natlan
Totally.
version
His
of
elemental burst
official.
provides a convenient way to deal
Wow.
damage and support your party. Auroron performs
That
an
is
ancient
cool. Okay, that is a
reach roll
cool
with his
burst.
burst to summon a supersonic Oculus, which taunts
Okay.
nearby enemies to draw them in. Once they're up close, the Oculus
Oh.
releases a sound wave to deal damage.
That should be great for crowd control.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay, yeah, I was gonna
with
say
Auroron
it is
in your
crowd
party,
control.
dealing with large groups of enemies should be a lot easier.
Okay.
And speaking of making things easier, Auroron can also improve the exploration experience by boosting the gliding speed of your
Okay.
characters.
Oh, gliding.
Awesome.
Auroron really
Interesting.
cherishes
I thought
his
it
friends.
was-
With a little teamwork on his side,
I thought
I'm
it was
sure
a little bit of
victory
like
will
stamina
always be within
consumption
reach.
while flying. Oh, it's speed.
Cool. So
Interesting.
we introduced two of the upcoming regions in this update, the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters
a
of the
new
Nightwind.
area,
But there's
too.
more. Version 5.2 actually introduces another new region.
I
It's
thought it was
called
gonna be the
Ochkanatlan.
volcano.
Oh,
Not
I
gonna-
think
I'm
we
not
caught a
gonna
glimpse
lie.
of this ancient city when we were looking at the Flower Feather Clan. It's really beautiful from
Yes,
far away,
gorgeous.
but those
Holy shit,
clouds
but
look
it's
kind of
creepy.
ominous. It looks completely abandoned. Is it
Right.
dangerous?
Yes. This
Yes.
is a restricted area in that land due to its severe
Sorry.
abyssal contamination.
That was just
and
really
it
funny.
seems
Like,
uninhabited.
what the fuck you mean?
Over the years, many adventurers have come here in search of treasure or to slay the dragon.
Slay the what now?
Unfortunately, none of them have ever returned. The Flower Feather Clan often sends riders to patrol the area and to prevent people from getting too close.
Slay the
Wait,
what?
did you say slay the dragon?
Yeah, I know we introduced some adorable saurians earlier, but this creature is actually
Oh,
really terrifying.
lordy.
Oh.
It occupies this
It is
ancient city and
indeed.
guards it fiercely. If it detects an intruder, then it will attack without hesitation.
The violent experience
Okay, that's
2.0, but more
pretty
violent.
concerning.
It's easy to
I
take
thought dragons were
human-saurian
the
coexistence for granted
They-
these days, but it
Apparently
actually
not.
took generations of effort to reach this point. This relationship wasn't nearly so harmonious in the ancient past.
Okay.
Travelers will need to explore Ochkanatlan to uncover the reason behind this dragon's rampage.
Right.
Of
okay.
course, travelers won't have to do this
You know
alone.
who else is a purple
Here,
dragon?
take a look.
Oh, what's that?
This is a very important companion who will help us explore
Ah, he's so
Ochkanatlan.
cute.
His name is Kokoweek. As for his power,
my God,
well,
so cute.
why don't you take a guess?
Okay,
What is
he our moral support? You know, maybe he could make a cute noise every now and then to cheer us up.
Hey,
mean-
let's not put our Tapetlosaur friend out of a job.
Aw,
Little one works really hard.
stop.
Okay,
I love our Tapetlosaur.
Then I've got nothing.
Remember how I mentioned that Oshkanatlan is heavily corroded by the abyss? Well, that's where Kokuik comes in. We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Follow the direction indicated by his light to collect secret source scraps and enhance his power. Once Kokuik has enough power, you can take him to track down the evil dragon.
What a
You know
useful
who
little
else is
guy.
a purple dragon?
I know, right? Now, travelers can explore Oshkanatlan with two companions, Kokuik and Little One. In fact,
No,
I've
not
heard there's
Rivali,
even a
not
special
Rivali.
token
What's
around
the
here that can
name
enable
again?
Little One to traverse
One
a
in Dragon's
volcano.
Mine? Fuck.
A new adventure with
I'm
Little One
buzzing
awaits in
this.
version
Like, I just woke up
5.2.
like a couple minutes
This
ago.
update will bring us one step
Or not
closer to
couple minutes,
uncovering the
like an hour
mysteries
or
of
so
Little
ago.
One's past. Familiar Saurian companions can also help us explore Ochkanatlan. For example, with the help of a Kaholasaur, we can evade source mechanism attacks. With the help of an Ikitomisaur,
Okay,
we
so
can
they're-
solve certain
they're also,
puzzles.
like,
With the
all
help of
over
a
the map.
Kukusaur, we might even be able to chase down the evil dragon.
Okay.
But we'll leave the rest for you to discover, travelers.
Wait, are those
What are
some kind of
those?
lava fish? Does this mean we can fish in
Oh
that land?
Lord, have
Yes,
mercy.
but I've got some friendly advice, travelers. You should be very careful while exploring Ochkanatlan.
Lord, have
Some of the
mercy.
abyssal monsters
Fishing
here can
means
distort
we
their appearance
have
to mimic
weapons
powerful enemies.
now, or at least
High-level
fishing
monsters such as the tenebrous Papilla can mimic even stronger enemies.
Huh?
Oh,
It
God.
looks like these
God have
monsters
mercy.
take the form of plants outside of combat.
Yep, that's true. The abyss has corroded Natlan's ley lines, allowing these monsters to read the memories inside of them and mimic creatures from Tevat.
How do we defeat them?
Oh, that
Travelers
is
will need
bullshit.
to use elemental attacks to
I
break the
know,
enemy's protective
I
void
know
wards.
you, Hoyo.
Doing so
You are
allows them to
setting
take
us up for
damage
the abyss.
and causes them to enter a brief state of confusion.
Oh,
Night Soul-aligned elemental
oh,
attacks
this is
are
gonna be
especially
painful.
effective against these wards.
I don't like
Wow,
this.
the abyss has gotten so advanced.
I
It's
do
scary to
not
think about how
like
much
that.
harder these fights will
I
get
do
if
not
these
like
abyssal
that.
monsters
I don't.
continue
This is
to
like
evolve.
this is like the
Yeah.
foreboding feeling.
Okay, that was a lot
you
of
get
information to take in at
when
once.
you see a new
But before
mob
we
and
take
you're
our
like,
first
what if
break,
they
we
put
still
us
have a
in the
couple of short
abyss? Are they
announcements. Really short, I promise.
imaginary?
First up, limited time exploration
Lord
rewards will be
mercy.
available in version 5.2. Just like in version 5.1, travelers can earn up to 400 extra Primo
oh
Gems.
God, I still
And the
need to
rewards will be
complete
available
that
all
on
the
my,
way through
up
version
down.
5.3.
So I have to
It's
get
now
the
time
Primos
to introduce the
grind for.
event wishes. In the first half of version 5.2,
God.
travelers can look forward to event wishes from Chaska and Lenny.
I'm
Auroron will also
tempted to
receive a
pull
drop
a
rate
little bit
boost.
on Lindy.
And in the second half of version 5.2, we'll have returning event wishes for Dongli and New Villette. The weapon banner will feature a new
Really?
5-star bow, Astro
Really,
Vulture's crimson
fam?
plumage, and 2 new Netland specific 4-star weapons. Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
Not the
All right,
peapods
it's time for our
together
first
on
break.
the second
Once we come
half.
back, we'll dive right into the event portion.
I am so dead. Also, oh my God, the little guy. Hello, little guy. Oh my God, you're so cute. I like your colors. Anyway, that's really fucking funny though. They really put the two grandpas, the two freaking dragons together in a freaking banner face. That's insanity. Zongli out here avoiding the life out of freaking Nuvalet, and Hoya's like, how about no? That's actually pretty fucking funny. Oh my God. I know everybody's gonna meme about it over at Twitter and everywhere else. Soon enough, I can already feel it. Oh my God, that is fucking funny. Also, bye-bye, little guy! Bye-bye! Oh, never mind. Oh no, it goes on!
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back. Let's
was
dive
pleasant
straight
surprise.
into the event section. So
Ooh,
in the
oh my
first
God, this
event,
photo
we'll get to learn
is
more
gorgeous.
about the Masters
Wow.
of the Night Wind.
Also, I
That's
see,
right. In the version
a sword
5.2
over
event,
here.
Ikitomi Spirit-Seeking Scrolls,
Calamity of
travelers
Ash.
will team up with Citlali and
Such a
Auroron to get to the
gorgeous
bottom of
color,
a
though.
mysterious accident that occurred within their tribe.
Travelers will need to complete combat challenges to defeat enemies who try to disrupt the ritual. They'll also need to reconstruct scenes from the tribe's woven scrolls and gather lost spirits scattered throughout the region. Travelers will only be able to uncover the truth if they collect all the clues. But don't worry, there are also various rewards to earn along the way, including Primo Jams.
Of course.
Ooh, I really like the vibe of this event. It
Can
looks
we
like
have
Lally is
these
performing some kind
as
of ritual.
like wallpaper,
It's also
like literally,
mysterious.
please.
When a situation
I wish
gets
there was
tough,
like a button
it's
to like hide
Granny
the
to the
UI
rescue.
so that you can take a photo,
Definitely.
you can take
Sid
a
Lally
screenshot
and
and
Aurora
take it.
have some really
'Cause
fun
I
dialogue
would
in this
love
event.
to compile all of it,
I'm always
especially
grabbing the
Nagito
popcorn
ones.
whenever these two interact. They're practically a
Granny's
two-person
back.
show. And speaking of fun, let's get into the event gameplay.
Alright,
First
here we
up
go.
is the Search for Lost Spirits minigame. Travelers will have to work together to herd the scattered roaming spirits into specific zones to earn points. Pay
Wait, this
attention to the
event is
conditions
bad.
on the field if you want a higher score. For example,
This event is
travelers
bad.
can jump on stone slabs that appear on the field. These slabs will
It's
break
so
open
cool.
and release even more
It's
spirits.
So cute.
Storms may also appear during the game. You can
Wait,
track down spirits
made
more
the
effectively if
PvP
you
one
pay attention to the
and
direction
made it
of
like
the
a
storms.
PvE
In
kind
Evil
of
Vanisher,
situation.
travelers will need to
Okay, I
select
like
the right
that.
teams to complete the objectives.
Okay.
Completing all of the objectives will award you the Banishing Aura, which allows
Okay.
you to deal AoE damage by spraying paint
Okay,
at
this
enemies.
has scores.
That
I don't
paint
know if it's
really matches the Masters of the Night Wind's
yeah, that is
aesthetic.
gorgeous.
It's
The
super
colors
cool.
are so
Yeah,
nice.
and
The
so does
effects
the
too.
Spirit
Ooh,
Loom in
what is this?
restoring fragmented records. Sid Lally will use her powers to reveal special fragments. Travelers will need to piece these fragments together and assemble them on a woven
Okay,
scroll.
that is cool.
Make sure
that
that
is
you
cool.
pay
I
attention
like
to the
that.
order and positions of the fragments.
Okay.
Oh, there's
that is
something else
cool.
that we should mention. Travelers can obtain a new
Ooh.
4-star sword by completing this
Then
event.
again, let's go.
The design definitely fits the
welcome.
Masters of the Night Wind. It looks like some kind of
Does-
ceremonial artifact.
Does
I
this
totally
mean
agree.
Zitlali
Oh,
is
and this
maybe
event
a
will allow
sword?
travelers to learn more about Natlan's secrets.
Maybe.
For example, this
It
quest
looks
will
like her
reveal new
color
clues
when
about a
Max is in it.
mysterious
I'm
and
guessing that
legendary
this is
place,
the Max
the
section
Mare Javar.
color.
Wow, we've been hearing about this place since Mondstadt.
Are you kidding
It'll
me?
be nice to get
Are
some
we?
new information.
Oh my
On
god,
a related
finally.
note, the Adventurers Guild has prepared a new trial for its members. Active adventurers have
But yeah,
been
I was
invited to
gonna say,
take on the challenge,
Isn't Mare
including the Traveler.
Javari,
Travelers will need to
like,
complete various
from-
challenges with designated
not the
characters
Heartwood
and
Beach.
fully leverage
Alright,
their
I see
skills
what
to
you're
earn
getting at,
rewards.
but anyways.
I know you're up to the
Um,
challenge, travelers. Good luck.
In
I was
Mondstadt
gonna
related
say,
news,
I
the Knights of
wonder if we're
Favonius are
gonna,
conducting a war game
like,
to
what do
improve
you call
security
that?
tactics in the region.
I wonder if we're
And who
gonna,
better to
like,
test these
have it as,
tactics
like, an area,
than the
'cause
honorary
I know it's
knight?
from Natlan. I've
Be
been
sure to
thinking
pay
about it
close
lately.
attention to the game, since the
So
format
that's
has
nice that we're
changed
getting
this
one
time.
more.
Travelers will need to
Okay.
select combat units and stratagems to deploy against the opposing formation. Once
Is
the
this-
lineup is set, the
Ah.
monsters will fight automatically. Available
It is
combat
like,
units and stratagems are
the
completely
last-
random.
what
You
was
know,
it called
just
again?
to build some
The tower defense
unpredictability
thing?
into the wargame. The
Uh-oh.
chances of encountering elite combat units increases as the wargame progresses. Even more elite monsters will be available for travelers to use. It's a volatile environment, so do your best to win as many
is
rounds
like
as possible, earn wargame
Pokemon.
medals, and collect the rewards.
All
I
right,
choose
let's keep the
you.
excitement rolling in this next event. We actually have a demo, so please take a look.
Demo?
Oh, looks like they're selecting tactics. Double damage? That sounds
A lot
powerful.
of water. This is DCG.
Whoa, it's automated. Cool.
Ooh.
The elemental reaction effects are completely different.
This brand new heated battle mode is called Automatic Artistry. Powerful support cards have been added for nearly every elemental reaction.
Okay.
Choose cards that align with your strategies to trigger powerful elemental reactions.
How do you
The
have?
effects will change depending on how you play.
I'm not gonna lie
In
to you
addition,
guys.
the
It's been a
overall
while
gameplay
since I
is
played
very
DCG.
laid
I play
back.
it once in a while on
Characters will
stream.
automatically
but
duel each
not-
other, and skill animations are
this
now
way.
shorter in length.
I do not know
it's
how
like
you
we got a
guys.
whole new Genius
play this
Invocation
shit.
TCG after coming back from Natland. Talk about whiplash.
Like, yeah,
That's right.
I was
Even
gonna
if you've
say,
never played
like,
Genius
I've
Invocation
seen,
before,
I mean, there
I
are
really
competitions around
recommend
TCG,
checking out this new gameplay mode in
and
version
people are
5.2.
crap
The new version
on
will
there.
also bring a few updates to regular Genius Invocation TCG.
Oh my god.
Do you ever feel a little cooped up while you're playing card games? Well, don't worry about that. Our next event will give travelers the opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. In Claw Convoy, travelers will need to help Lamia track down some adopted animals.
Adopted?
Travelers will be able to see the animal's point of view by using a special
Oh,
tool.
this one
Once
again.
you've managed to deduce their location, you'll be able to track them down. Once the animals are safe and sound, travelers will receive a gift from the mysterious figure who adopted them. I feel like Auroron would really shine in this event. He's definitely an animal lover.
Well, what are we
I can see that. I'm sure that he would jump at the chance to meet animals from other
Yep.
nations.
Yeah.
That can be true.
Finally, the ley line
And
overflow
ley
event will
lines, okay,
return
this
in
will
version
definitely help out
5.2.
my Oz
If you
account,
need
'cause my
more
Oz
or
account is
character
burning
EXP materials, then keep
through
an eye out.
Mora
Alright,
so
let's
fast.
dive into some
Holy
updates
shit.
and game optimizations.
Oh, holiday
First
riot?
up is the
Really?
change to the Imaginarium Theater. Previously, travelers would be returned to the theater lobby after completing a challenge and have to reopen the Fantasia tome to
True,
continue.
yes.
Travelers provided
Are we
feedback
skipping?
that this setup interrupted their experience.
Okay.
So, this will no longer be the case in version 5.2. Now, after
I mean, to
finishing
be
a
fair,
battle,
true.
all you need to do is
That's
click
less-
Next Act if you want to keep fighting.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's
Travelers
nice.
can now enjoy the
Okay,
thrill of
that's
combat without any
more efficient,
interruptions.
definitely.
And for all the generous travelers who like to configure supports for their friends, a supporting caster record has been added in the new update. You can now check which friends have borrowed your supports by
Oh, that's
looking at
cool.
the supporting
okay.
cast screen.
Yeah, I was gonna
Cool.
say. Who is
It'll be nice to
borrowing
know
who?
that our supports are helping people out.
Yup. Oh, and the party configuration mechanic has also been optimized. Besides the elemental filtering, the Imaginarium
Oh,
Theater will
wait,
now
I didn't
feature
see it.
recommended role
Okay.
icons, elemental statistics, and markers for the main types of enemies.
Ooh,
That is
okay.
so
That is
helpful.
nice.
I'll
Okay,
occasionally
that's
put
cool.
together a random team if I've just started experimenting with some characters, but
Same.
this information should make it a lot
Especially in
easier to form
Imaginarium
strategic
Theater.
teams.
It's
These
not.
markers will display key
it's
information on
literally
how to
a freaking
counter enemies,
investment check,
but in a much more
nothing
prominent
else.
position.
Like,
Hopefully, this
triple
change will
fucking
make it
DPS
easier for
gang
travelers
all
to
the
form the
time.
best teams.
Good God.
Yes. Now we can directly see which elements work best against specific enemies.
That's cool.
That's
That's
definitely
nice.
going to
That's a
save some
nice
time.
addition.
For sure. And we can expect even more optimizations in the future as travelers continue to provide
They seem to be
valuable
listening a
feedback
little
about
bit
their
more
experiences.
to
Okay,
feedbacks now.
let's introduce the other system optimizations coming in
Okay,
version
this
5.2.
one I've heard about, but
You can
I
outsort
I
5-star
was
artifacts in your
waiting
inventory based
for
on
this
when you obtained them, from the most recent to the oldest. Second, the animations
Anyway.
for crafting materials, forging weapons, building furniture, and cooking dishes are now shorter in length.
That's really nice.
Oh, it's
The dev
faster
team
now.
designed a lot of
Okay,
intricate
cool.
animations for these features, but it can feel a bit frustrating when you have to watch
True.
them over and over again.
That is
There
true.
will also be several optimizations for the Serena teapot.
Oh.
The seed dispensary can now hold more of every type of seed. You'll be able to
Hallelujah,
purchase
praise
wood
the
at the
Lord.
Realm Depot in exchange for realm currency. In addition, the cooldown for the boon of the Elder Tree will be reduced to 5
Oh,
seconds. This way,
hallelujah.
it'll be easier for travelers to collect wood.
Awesome. I've been meaning to
Nice.
use some cool replicas in my Serena teapot, but
yep.
I'm always short on wood.
Always.
So this should be really helpful.
Nice.
Always, but
I'm
yeah.
so excited for
I
you.
don't know why
Oh,
I still
and
do the
optimizations
seeds,
have been made to
but it's
artifact
just
lock.
something that
The
I
updated lock
ritually
assistance
do
interface
now,
will
so
allow you to
that makes me
configure lock
happy.
settings with a single click.
Okay.
Just hit Use Recommended Settings and you're set. The recommended set lock plans will even update automatically based on popular in-game configurations. Of course, if you have your own ideas in mind, then you can always disable the recommended plans to configure custom ones instead.
The update also allows you
Per
to batch lock
artifact.
artifacts in your inventory based
Oh.
on the recommended general lock plan and set lock plans.
That's
This will make it
okay.
much faster to organize your inventory. In addition, a shortcut button that navigates to the Lock Assistance interface will be added to the Artifact Domain Challenge screen and the Artifact Acquisition screen. This should make it easier for travelers to configure their locking rules whenever they want.
Okay.
A star feature will also be added next to the lock button on each artifact.
What does that mean?
Travelers can use this feature to mark their favorite artifacts and filter by stars to quickly track them down.
Finally, treasure compasses
okay,
will
it's
now
just
be
like a
able to
mark
locate
part.
even more treasure locations, including Sealies and time trial challenges.
You're shitting me. Let's
a quick
freaking
swap
go.
feature will
Oh my
also
god.
be added
Let's
for
go.
treasure
More
compasses
exploration.
and Oculus resonance
I
stones.
can finally
Enabling
explore
this
a little
feature
bit
will
more.
allow travelers to more
Especially
easily
on my
use
alt
these devices
account.
across
Let's
regions.
go.
The feature will automatically switch to the compass or stone that corresponds to your location in the game.
Nice.
Awesome.
Be sure to check out
Okay.
future announcements for
That's
more
cool.
details on the version 5.2 optimization.
Okay, they're putting
All
a
right,
lot of like
that was a lot of info,
optimizations.
so this seems like a good time for our second break.
It's time for the third redemption code.
Let's go. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. But yeah, okay. Seems like they are implementing quality of life updates more often now. Because I don't remember them having back-to-back quality of life updates like this since forever. Like, yeah, we get quality of life updates every now and then, but not like back-to-back between versions, which is really nice. I'm really happy though that we're getting the upgrade with the exploration stuff, like the treasure compass. It can now like detect sealies and whatnot. That is really cool. That will help me out a lot when I'm exploring on my alt account. Main account wise, it's fine because like, you know, I play there a lot. But if you're trying to like duplicate that kind of action on the other side, it's kind of it's very tedious, which kind of like, you know, I get discouraged. But now that we have
Welcome
that,
back, travelers. What else do we have on the agenda,
cool.
Gabe?
We have some very exciting news to share.
Oh?
After the version update on November 20th,
Although,
travelers will be able
I'm
to
just
play
gonna
Genshin
say-
Impact on the Xbox Series X and
Oh.
S. Log
Okay.
into Genshin Impact on Xbox Series X
I
and
was
S
like,
consoles to receive the Wind Glider Wings of Fate's Course Intertwined. Additionally, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can play Genshin Impact via cloud gaming.
Oh.
They'll also find extra rewards in their
Speaking
in-game
of which,
mailbox.
as I was saying,
Awesome.
I wish we could still
All right,
get
that
artifact
should be
loadouts,
everything.
though.
That means that we've
helped.
reached the end of the special program.
Yay.
Is there anything that you want to say before we go, Kai?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to all the new characters. Chaska and her weapons seem really incredible.
The weapon looks
I'd love to
gorgeous,
see
by
how
the
her
way.
travel chronicle unfolds because she has such an amazing personality. And Auroran seems like a very layered character. The storytelling is definitely going to shine. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm just so excited for players to experience more of the Natland storyline. And we have so much to explore this time. I mean, two new tribes and a new area as well. And
I thought we
one
were
thing
just gonna
I've
get
always
the
loved about
tribes,
Genshin
or
Impact
like
is
maybe
how
one
it's
whole area with
multi-platform.
like, you know, the
I'm
two
always
tribes.
logging in on
Seems like
different
it's
devices
separate,
depending on where I am. So
we shall
it's
see
just exciting to see
when we get our
another
hands on
platform
it.
become available for everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, on that note, I hope you have fun with the new version, travelers.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Did we get anything at the end? Question mark? No, we don't. Okay, but like, yeah, that's really jam packed. Like, that's more than
Yeah.
I like expect in a way, which is really good. And I'm happy that they are finally like giving us more quality of life stuff in between. Like, yeah, I mean, it's good that we're getting like, you know, story updates, characters, etc., etc., but it's really nice to see that they're still trying to improve like UIs and stuff. Heck, it's a long time coming. But that said, one thing that they don't want to do for some fucking reason is loadouts. I would like to save like a set. Sure, okay, we can now favorite artifacts, but it would be nice to be like, okay, I named this set for the specific character for the specific build. Like, for example, like Shilonen, right? Shilonen can be a DPS or a support. So this is the artifact set for DPS Shilonen, and this is like the artifact set for support Shilonen. Something like that. That would be nice, because if you're like me, who has been playing since 1.0, has a ton of characters, and has a ton, even more artifacts in your inventory, sifting through and like looking through which artifacts you have and like which one, like you're like, okay, this one works currently. You're like, okay, this one works, and then you change back, or you bring it back to the original character where you borrowed it from. Sorry, I don't have artifact luck like that. So I usually borrow artifacts from like other characters. My bad, skill issue, I know. But yeah, it would be nice if I could be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna borrow this set so that I could just easily just put it in like one character. That would be nice, but I guess this is a step in the right direction. Always nice to have, and I can see that they are trying to listen more to feedback, which is also good. I was kinda hoping that the next big optimization that they big though, if it's not the loadouts, will be replayability of past events. Cause my heart still breaks over the Sumeru like Archon Quest. Like, I don't get me wrong, I understand why they're doing the strike and I support that, but I wish that we could still experience it like a second time. And to be fair with you, a lot of people missed a lot of jam-packed, more like heavy stuff in the beginning of the game. Because I know players that like played like recently, like 2.0, 3.0, and missed 1.0 or earlier versions. Like, for example, the first ever like event where Scaramouche first was introduced, you know, the Mona official Scaramouche event, where we learned that the sky is fake. A lot of people missed that. Nobody knows what happened there. Like, not a lot of people know the context there, but it has been like referenced here and there in like the recent patches. So that, yeah, that's probably one of the things that I am like hoping for that they will add in the future. Hopefully, I don't know. I know we've been asking for it for years, but to no avail, so we shall see. Character-wise, though, like overall, as this patch, character-wise, both Chaska and On had very interesting kits. I'm really, like, I mean, I do reviews or flexes on Twitch, over at Twitch when I'm live, so I'm really interested, I'm really interested in how people will build these two characters. I'm really interested to see what kind of build works, what kind of teams will work for these. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how people are gonna experiment with these two kits. And I see that we also have like a couple of, we have a new boss that hopefully will not make an appearance in the abyss anytime soon. Cause me and a couple of people in chat are like speculating, like, you know what would be painful? If they put the freaking Wayob in the abyss. Cause you cannot bring any energy, what do you call that? Like, energy dependent teams there. Like, Raiden Hyper Carry? Nada. And now that I see the Mimic Ascension boss, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, they are spicing this up again. Oh no. But anyway, seems very promising. I'm really excited to see the new areas, of course. Even though I do say that it is very tedious to explore the map in Genshin. It's been very, like, mind-changing, I guess, in a way. When you have, like, characters that can, like, explore a little bit better, like, for example, Yalan, or the newest one, Shinranen, and, Kinich. So I'm actually enjoying it a little bit more, and I've been, like, running around the map, more recently, like, more often than not recently. So that is a good sign for me, because I'm really lazy when it comes to explorations. So yeah, now that they're giving us, like, more characters with, like, exploration stuff, I am trying to consider maybe, you know me, I'm a hoarder. I like hoarding characters either way. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm not pulling today. I'm not pulling in the first run. I might pull in the second rerun or something, but we shall see. But anywho, I'm gonna stop yapping. I will be playing more Genshin, on Sunday PHT anyway. We are going back and we're doing the event. My god, I don't want to talk about it. we're gonna finish the events, and most likely we're gonna try and do a little bit of exploration on the alt account. So if you want to join us, I will be leaving the Twitch link down below and some other socials in the description below. So feel free to check us out over there. And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, as usual, I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you have a nice day and or night, wherever you are. And I shall see you guys on the next reaction video. Probably gonna come out tomorrow for bye-bye!